Scene 1. A new morning at Mrs. Robinson's house.
On a quiet and sunny morning, Mrs. Robinson, an elderly woman who lives alone, was calmly sipping her coffee in her living room. She had spent a delightful evening at a family gathering the night before, wearing her precious necklace, a family heirloom passed down from her mother. She had placed the necklace in her jewelry box before going to bed, but that morning she discovered it was missing. Feeling worried, she decided to ask for help. Mrs. Robinson reached out to a young detective named Emma and her loyal friend Max, telling them what had happened. She trusted Emma's intelligence and dedication to solving mysteries.
Scene 2. Emma and Max arrive at Mrs. Robinson's house.
Emma and Max enter Mrs. Robinson's house, taking a careful look around. Mrs. Robinson explains the events of the previous night, mentioning that she last saw the necklace when she placed it in her jewelry box. She also tells them about her nephew Tim, who visited her last night and admired the necklace, which made her slightly suspicious.
Scene 3. Beginning the investigation.
Emma and Max decide to start their search in Mrs. Robinson's room, where the jewelry box is kept, hoping to find any clues to explain the necklace's disappearance. As they search, Emma notices a small scratch on the jewelry box's lid. She briefly wonders if this scratch could be from someone trying to open the box carefully with an unusual tool. As Emma examines the box more closely, she notices a small red thread caught on the side. She remembers that Tim, Mrs. Robinson's nephew, was wearing a red scarf the night before, making this thread seem like a clue that places him near the jewelry box.
Scene 4. Confronting Tim.
Emma and Max head to a nearby cafe where Tim often spends time. When they arrive, they notice Tim seems nervous as Emma asks if he knows anything about the missing necklace. At first, Tim pretends to be innocent, but after a bit of gentle pressure, he admits that he tried on the necklace for a moment during his visit, but panicked at the thought of Mrs. Robinson finding out, so he quickly left her house.
Scene 5. Returning to the house and searching for new clues.
Now that they know what happened, Emma and Max go back to Mrs. Robinson's house. They decide to search in unexpected places, moving close to the couch that was near the jewelry box. Max carefully moves the couch, and suddenly he spots a faint glint behind it. He reaches out cautiously and pulls out the necklace from behind the couch. Emma and Max exchange smiles of relief. The mystery is finally solved. It seems that, in his rush to leave, Tim accidentally dropped the necklace without noticing.
Scene 6. The ending. Returning the necklace.
Emma and Max return to Mrs. Robinson, who can hardly believe her eyes when she sees her precious necklace in their hands. She thanks them with deep gratitude, feeling a sense of relief and happiness. Emma smiles and says, "Sometimes the biggest mysteries have the simplest solutions." Then Emma and Max say their goodbyes to Mrs. Robinson and leave her house ready for a new adventure.